Now we arrive at that time of the year when pantomime raises its head. Should we take part in all the seasonal fun, or should we stay safely tucked in our bed? This year, because of that dame Corona, our options are greatly reduced. What kind of a show can we put on? What on earth can we safely produce?
Puss's boots are getting incredibly tight. He can no longer fasten his kegs. The fridge door swings open too often. Long gone his once perfect pecs. Jack's beanstalk is hanging in limbo, not thriving or budging an inch. Next year we hope for some regrowth, when we're no longer feeling the pinch.
The two Jacks meet for the first time in the Forester's Arms.
I want a word with you. What you doing squatting on my manor, pal?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who the hell are you?
Don't come that innocent spiel with me. My photo's in spotlight. Jack the Giant Killer. That's me, the Giant Killer. Get it?
There's no copyright on the name Jack.
Oh, yeah, but Beanstalk, I ask you, what kind of wimpy moniker is that? How anyone can think you are me, I don't know. But you have been stealing my jobs, pal.
I don't know what you mean.
It was you who offed that giant at the top of the beanstalk, right?
Well, yes, but...
That's my role. I get rid of giants. You sow the beans. Once you're typecast in this business, there ain't no going back.
I was only doing what my agent told me. Put yourself on the market, she said. Go to a few auditions. Plant a few seeds. One of them just took root and grew and grew. You have to take your chances in this game and explore all the avenues.
Oh, yeah. Bit off more than you could chew, though, didn't ya? Ran away when things got tough. Now, a real giant killer like me, well, now he would go straight into the big battle scene, wielding the weapons, blood spurting, heads rolling, the rain machine spilling everywhere.
No, that stuff's all in the past. What directors want these days is subtlety. Brains beat brawn. The villain brings about his own downfall. If that giant had stayed at the top of the beanstalk, he wouldn't have come to grief. It's classic Greek tragedy.
Okay. So you studied at Manchester University. I came up the hard way, Oldham rep. And you can method act as much as you like, but Oldham was the best panto in the Northwest.
You're right there. My mother used to take me every year. It's how I fell in love with theatre. Tell you what, as we've both got time on our hands this Christmas, what with no panto season and everything, why don't we meet up for a few drinks? 6 feet apart, of course.
Well, all right, sounds good. But I'm a bit short of cash at the moment, seeing as how I'm self-employed, and I can't access any of the government job support schemes.
Don't worry about that. I've got a goose that lays golden eggs. I've called it Rishi. And I know a bloke who might have a few ideas about how we can both tackle the giants who are profiteering from all this. His name is Derek. I'll give him a call and invite him along.
Sleeping Beauty springs to mind. 100 years of sleep, cursed by the wicked Caviria, whose venom is more than skin deep. Miss Muffet on her tuffet is running out of smiles. She's been stuck there for ages long. She's got incipient piles.
The wolf is going hungry. Red Riding Hood misses her gran. The forests are eerily quiet. He needs another plan. The pigs have built their houses, 3 villas in a bubble, but Wolfie lacks the huff and puff to reduce just one to rubble.
What about Trumpty Dumpty trying hard to stand tall? At last the world rejoices as he falls off the White House's wall. Cinderella is always a good bet, though Boris is not really charming. There are too many ugly sisters like Pretty, whose looks are disarming.
Dandini, he's got a great cob on. There isn't one place he can go. King Boris decreed that from now on he must remain in deepest furlough. Buttons sits watching in much despair. He's only a country bumpkin. A Cinderella waits glumly in vain for transport by carriage or pumpkin.
Whittington's just disembarking. The lad and his cat stowed away, but they've got to get past immigration. Will they make it or be turned away?
Meanwhile, at Tilbury Docks, a young man comes down the gangplank from a ship and sets off walking. He is stopped by an immigration officer.
Excuse me, sir, would you mind telling me what you've got in that spotted handkerchief on the end of that pole that you're carrying?
All my worldly goods, actually. A change of bamboo underwear, a cheese sandwich, a tin of whiskers, and an A to Z of London.
Do you have any ID on your person?
No, I'm afraid it was all washed overboard in a storm at sea.
Well, what's your name then?
Richard Whittington, or Dick for short.
So, Mr. Whittington, where are you headed?
London, do you know how far it is?
40 miles. What exactly are you planning to do there?
I hear that the streets are paved with gold and I'm planning to become the Lord Mayor. And if you'll excuse me, I'd best be on my way.
Not so fast. Who's that lurking in the bushes over there?
That's my cat. We're inseparable. We go everywhere together.
I don't suppose he's got any idea either.
No, lost overboard with mine.
Why aren't you wearing a face mask?
What do you think we are, highwaymen?
Don't you read the papers?
Well, we've been at sea for several months.
I'm afraid I can't let you go any further.
Why not?
You have to go into quarantine, you and the cat, before you take another step. You'll have to self-isolate for 10 days. Come along, I'll take you to your bubble.
Then what happens?
You can go to London with its golden pavements and become Lord Mayor. I don't think.
Thanks, mate. You've been a real pal. What's 10 days at my age?
And the rest is history. Well, myth at any rate.
The goslings are getting quite restless. The larder is down to its dregs. How long must they wait with such patience till mother lays more golden eggs?
The babes in the wood went to uni. To break free they wanted to roam. But as the Yuletide swiftly approaches, they may not be free to go home. Robin Hood and his men ain't so merry. The rich have all gone abroad. Pro tem the poor are still hungry. Though Marcus has finally scored.
And now let's go over to the Sherwood Job Centre.
Next. Take a seat.
Name?
Robert of Locksley. Robin Hood to my friends.
Well, which is it?
Robin Hood.
Address?
Nottingham Forest.
You live in a football ground?
No, I actually live in the forest.
Well, how can I help you today?
I'm looking for work.
This is the job centre, I suppose. What previous work experience do you have?
Let's see. I was a mercenary for a few years in the Middle East, but I decided the Crusades weren't for me. Lately, I've been doing social work, wealth distribution, if you like.
Can you be more specific?
Okay. In a nutshell, I rob the rich and give to the poor.
Fine. Why have you stopped doing this?
The rich don't come through the forest anymore. They've all gone abroad or moved to the second homes. All you get now is the Lycra Brigade, joggers and cyclists, and they don't carry anything worth robbing.
I see. Do you have a wife or partner?
Yes, my Lady Marion.
Is she currently in employment?
She had a job working as a maid of all works at the Castle and Drawbridge, but she didn't like what she was being asked to do. The landlord, old Mr. Sheriff, he was getting a bit handsy.
Do you have any other dependents?
Okay, there's Little John, Alan Adale, Andy the Arrow, Bernard the Bow, Bill the Lute, Jackie Le Pen, she keeps the books, Jackie Core, she makes the cider, Mary...
That seems rather a lot.
I've not finished yet.
Oh, well, you better carry on then.
Where was I? Mary Maureen, Derek the Steward, Doreen the Dipper, and Will Scarlett, our tailor. He makes the uniforms, green doublets and orange tights. Unfortunately, he's colourblind, poor soul. Oh, and Friar Tuck.
Good grief. Were they all employed by you?
No, we run it as a sort of cooperative.
And what are they doing now?
They're all on furlough, except Friar Tuck. He's volunteering down at the food bank, tasting mostly.
Well, there's not much here. Oh, here's one from the Andrex Corporation. Right up your street, actually. It's in distribution. How do you feel about toilet tissue?
I can take it or leave it. What's the job?
Master of the rolls.
I'll take it.
Next.
The economy's quite wishy-washy. Widow Twanky has tightened her stays. Aladdin's lamp is lacking some lustre, waiting for much better days. The mines are no longer working. The dwarfs have nowhere to go. Despite Snow White's reassurance, there's nothing for them to hi-ho.
A group of small people meet in St Anne's Square, Manchester, outside the Royal Exchange.
Hello, hello. What's all this then? Congregating in a public place in a group of more than 6?
But we're the 7 dwarfs. We come as a unit.
That's a good one. Haven't heard that excuse before. You'd be surprised what fairy stories we get told. Last night, we raided a party of 40 people. When we arrested the organiser, he gave his name as Ali Baba. Anyway, lads, you're breaking the lockdown rules. That'll be a fine of £200 each. I'll need your details. You, what's your name?
I'm Grumpy.
That's as maybe, but you still have to pay up.
I'm really grumpy.
Don't start that with me. Resisting a police officer, that's your second offence. Your fine's just doubled.
He really is grumpy, officer.
I can see that. I don't need help to understand his emotional state. And anyway, who might you be?
I'm bashful.
No, there's no need to be shy. Just tell me your name, my boy.
I've told you, I'm bashful.
That doesn't let you off the hook. Name.
Bashful, bashful, bashful. I'm telling you.
Right. Gave false name. Became aggressive. Your fine's gone up to £400. Next.
DP.
Not this early in the evening. I've only just come on duty. But it's good of you to inquire. The public doesn't see us policemen as ordinary human beings with feelings and needs of our own. We're under a lot of stress right now. All these lockdown rules, changing every 5 minutes. Everyone's in tears. I can't take much more. I need to see a doctor.
I'm Doc.
Are you, by George? That's a stroke of luck. Can I book an appointment?
No, I'm only doing telephone consultations at the moment.
Right, I'll ring you as soon as I get off duty.
No, well, you can do that, but I warn you, you may have a long wait.
That's all right. No, you don't have to pay a fine, sir. Hey, you. What are you grinning at?
I'm happy.
Well, I'm glad someone is. But you're fined £400. That'll wipe the smile off your face. Next.
Dopey.
What did you just say?
Dopey.
Right. Insulting a police officer in the course of his duty. That's a court summons. You'll be hearing from us in due course. Shoot! Shoot! Who's he trying to edge away towards the Disney shop?
That's Sneezy. We're a bit worried about him. He's socially isolating from us.
Sneezy? You mean?
Yes, he hasn't had the test yet, but he applied over a week ago.
Oh, my God. Look, guys, why don't we just forget about the fines? I'll let you off with a warning. I need to get back to the station. Oh, good evening, miss. Are you associated with these people?
My name is White. Do you have a problem?
Policeman Plod is harassing us.
Disgraceful. Haven't the police got anything better to do than victimise a poor, homeless, out-of-work princess and her children?
Children?
They're just wee boys. Look at the size of them. They don't come under the COVID restrictions.
So how is it they've got beards?
We're in fancy dress. We're trying to raise enough money for our support by singing in the street. Any objections?
Well, there's probably a bylaw, but I give up. Good luck, lady.
Ready, boys. 1, 2, 3.
Hey ho, hi ho, it's off to work we go. No pantomime for us this year. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
Hi ho, hi ho, they put us on furlough. They can't afford to keep us on. Hi ho, hi ho.
Hi ho, hi ho. Enough of all this gloom. Let's use our newfound techie skills on Zoom, on Zoom.
Hi ho, we'll make a brand new show and post it on the internet. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The world of double entendre
Cross-dressing and pantomime games.
has lately been knocked for a Burton.
The end of our fun and our games.
No way, cry the kids in need of a laugh.
You want Christmas showbiz?
Abanazar is standing behind you.
No, he isn't.
Oh, yes, he is.
So let's keep the spirit going.
To hell with the doom and the gloom.
This year, the Great Elders Panto
came directly to you via Zoom.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Well done. Well done. Brilliant. Thank you.
Well done. Well done.